The man threatened to confront his boss in 3 days. Realizing his mistake, he decided to apologize to his boss. However, he found out that his boss had already died. Nelson accidentally pulled the tool out. He ran out of the office with the tool in his hand. After uttering an expletive in the morning, he had an accident in the afternoon. The misunderstanding left him speechless. Then a man appeared behind the curtains. He ran down the ventilation duct. Nelson accidentally dropped the tool into the lift. No one in the lift dared to make a sound. As he stepped out of the elevator, law enforcement officers were outside. He pretended to have a nosebleed and tried to run away. Law enforcement already knew who the real murderer was. Nelson thought that they were chasing him, so he hid in a rubbish bin until midnight. His plan was to withdraw the money and flee to Mexico. However, he was afraid of being tracked by surveillance cameras. He threw away his bank card and ID. He exchanged a gold watch for a ticket. Meanwhile, the man was on his way to Mexico. He saw Nelson in his car, mistaking him for the law enforcement officer who had been following him. In fact, Nelson was just looking in the mirror when the radio announced that the man was being tracked. The man became even more convinced that Nelson was the officer. On the way to the Mexican border, the driver ordered Nelson to get out of the car. He was forced to walk the rest of the way. On the way, he found a jeep and drove to a hotel. He checked in under a false name. The hotel owner noticed the jeep parked outside and immediately called the police. After taking a shower, Nelson saw the newspaper and marveled at the sophistication of the tracking system. An angry Nelson kept banging his head against the wall. The man next door woke up to the noise and looked out of the window to see his abandoned car parked downstairs. Law enforcement officers then rushed to the hotel.